some money, get 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 some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo notes are I am not a passer. I will not be after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player, they call a player male. What you talking that funky, get about my face, wearing that monkey, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money, get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money. Go get some money, I say get some money, go get some money.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Miami. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Tua on fourth down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Here we go.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On second and 11 now. Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson now to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, it's Watson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
So they send 4 guys out wide, keep it back in to protect, but the linebacker still gets to him before there's time to throw. They've got to get some kind of contact on him, slow him down. Otherwise, he'll continue to sit on the quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson looking deep downfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossing. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it on.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Right. Check, right. Hey, check, mega.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Ready?
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Wilson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And this time he is in. Raheem Mostert punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 1st and 10, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Watson. Tries the right side, and he finds Bell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Watson on first down. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Touchdown! Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room.
And cycle. Ready?
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Shot 17.
Play action, now it's Tua. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson, 36 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. That bumps us up to a three-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up three possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Browns drive about to get started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. The York on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Miami. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Caught. It's Wilson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They hand it off to Mostert. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's Mostert. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jalen Waddle, a 2-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be. And now here's another interception. picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Hey, go steal. Ready?
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, go through.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing. And that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. $13 yards remaining on second down. Back to throw, Watson. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
To throw is Watson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.